13 weeks. Man, it feels like I just hit 9 or 10, but we are down 13 weeks at the National Personal Training Institute. Hey guys, Melissa here, and it is time to recap yet another week at NPTI. It was a good week. It was a good week. It wasn't full of too much information for me. It was physically demanding. I liked that we got back into doing like long exercise programs in the beginning of the day, but I think I'm getting ahead of myself here. Let's start with practical class. Now, if you watched last week, you know I had 2 exams this week, one in practical, one in theory. Unfortunately, I was not able to take the one in practical just because we ran out of time. So I'm actually going to take my practical exam on Monday. So if you're watching this, wish me luck. That exam is on like a one-on-one client. I think he calls it like the phase 1, the introduction, the hospitality greeting, the goals, the motivation, things like that, where you're really finding out why the client wants to work with you. And then we've got 10 minutes to write a program on their specific goals. So I've been practicing writing my programs faster. I'm down to about 10 or 15 minutes, depending on the length of the program and the type, whether it's going to be body weight or it's going to be dumbbells. I still don't have a kettlebell. So yeah, I've got to do something about that. We finished going over biomechanics. Yeah, not biometrics. I said that wrong like 4 times in the last video. I am sorry. Biomechanics. We finished that in theory class, and then we took our exam on Thursday. And I was hoping just to pass this one. I felt like when I studied, I got the information, but as soon as I started looking at the questions on the exam, it's like my brain went blank. And I was just praying to pass. So here's my score. I did pass with a B, 81%, so I'll take it. I mean, when I tell you, I saw that exam and I was just like, oh, can I at least score a 70, pretty please? Fingers crossed. So I'll definitely take the 80. And I did study a lot. It's not like I was slacking off during any downtime that I was able to find. It was just something about, and you know what it is, now that I'm taking a moment to think about it, I think because biomechanics is so hands-on and plyometrics, we learned about that, again, hands-on, and I'm not in class, I don't have barbells with 150 pounds to put on them to do this myself. I think that's where I was struggling. You know, I was trying to replace that 150-pound dumbbell with a 150-pound barbell with a 10-pound dumbbell, and it's not the same. So maybe, but I passed. But I do want to show you something pretty neat from what we learned about the biomechanics. And that's how to calculate the power of an exercise in watts. Let me actually find my notes on this because it does involve math. Turns out becoming a personal trainer, I mean, you need mathematical skills for this. I was not prepared. Dear middle school math teachers, let your kids know math is more important than they realize. So there are a lot of exercises you can do with this because of the measurements you need to take. It's going to include a lat pull down, a squat, a bench press, a deadlift, and an upright row. That's what we did it on. I say we in class. I was partnered up with 2 people in class, Quinn and Saul. Hi guys. And I watched them do this, and they gave me their measurements, and then I did the math on the back end. So that's how we got that done. But we're going to do the squat. Let me back up here if I can. I'm in the woods today. All right. For the squat, where am I? Let's go with Saul's measurements. He squatted 185 pounds. So this is a barbell with 185 pounds on it. Just imagine it near my feet. And the first measurement we need to do is the bar displacement. So you would pick up this bar, just imagine it right here in my hands, and you would measure from the bottom of the bar to the ground. That's going to be your bar displacement. After that, you need to measure the feet, just because, and when you measure the bar, make sure it's got no weight on it, just because he's going to have to hold it there while you measure. But measure their feet as well when they're in a good stance, because you're going to have to get their feet exactly where they were to do the measurement or the calculations in watts. You're also going to need a stopwatch, because you're going to have to time how long it takes him or her, whoever you're doing this on, to do 10 reps with that weight. So you're just holding it here, and you're going down 10 times. So after that, we do the math. And it's pretty simple math. We did it over and over and over again. So by the last few, I didn't even have to look at my notes to do it, but this was last week after an exam. So let me go ahead and look at my notes again today. All right, you're gonna take the weight lifted in kilograms. So you divide it by 2.2 if it's in pounds. So his would have been 84 kilograms. You're going to multiply by 9.8. So that's the local acceleration of gravity. So once you've got that number, that's going to give you your newtons. Then you're going to take the newtons, multiply it by the reps, and then multiply it by the bar displacement in meters. That means when you're measuring, you want to measure in centimeters, and then you just move the decimal over. So his was, oh, and then you have to multiply by 2. All right, so his was, where are you? I may or may not have skipped a step. His bar displacement we measured while he was standing, and then we measured it while he was squatted down from the bar to the floor. So you're not just measuring from the bar here to the floor, you're measuring here, and then you're going to squat down, you're going to measure from the bottom of the bar to the floor as well. And then you have to subtract the 2, and his subtraction was 58 centimeters. And then you multiply that by 2, which gave us 116. Move the decimal, so it was 1.16 meters. All right, so we're going to take, excuse me, we've got our newtons, and that was, I don't even have it written down, and I'm using my phone, so I can't use the calculator, but it's right here, guys. I'm sorry, I'm probably making this a little more complicated than it really is, but it's not. It's really not. So we've got our weight lifted in kilograms multiplied by the local acceleration of gravity. That gives us our newtons. We take the newtons times reps times bar displacement. That gives us our joules. That's where we're at. Then you're going to take the joules. You're going to divide it by the time it took the client to do those 10 reps. And after you divide it, I believe you've got your number. There's so many ants out here. I got bit the other day on the basketball court, right in, like, you probably still see it a little bit, right in the center crease of my arm. Ugh, ants. All right. So after all of that math, it equaled 530.5 watts. So that's the amount of power Saul took to do his 10 squats. Oh, is that an ant? It's pretty awesome. And I can't wait to get somewhere with a barbell so that I can try this and see what my watts for power are going to be on those exercises. I want to do this. And even though I'm not hands-on in the school, like most of the other students are that are there, I still feel included. Don't get me wrong. I'm still learning a crap ton virtually, so you can do this from Zoom, from home, no matter where you are in the US. Just remember, and you know what I could do? I could probably get a gym membership. I just don't have time between work and school. But hello. But if your schedule isn't as busy as mine, maybe you're going to work part-time while you're at the National Personal Training Institute. Maybe you're not working right now at all. You've got time, get a gym membership, go somewhere that has a barbell. Even the apartment complex gym here, no barbell. So, but I do what I can, and I'm getting there. 13 weeks. 13 weeks, guys. What? It's a lot of nature sounds out here. After our exam on Thursday in theory, we had a little bit of time to go over some business practices. And well, I don't want to say practices, but it's the business side of becoming a personal trainer. And the first thing we went over on that business side of things was the senior population, how to train them, why they're going to be good clients, what you need to know about seniors before you start training them, things like that. The fall percentages, oh my goodness, that kind of broke my heart. As far as like how many seniors in the US fall and end up in the hospital, and some die from it because of the hip fractures. No. So personal trainers, unite, help the seniors. And that's just one of the special populations we're going to be going over. I know we're going to do diabetics and pregnant women as well. And then there's a lot more this coming week that we're going to get into as far as business aspects of being a personal trainer. I am so excited about that. Guys, I have spent 13 weeks now concentrating on just math and joints and muscles and bones, and I need a break. My brain is just woo. So to get into the business side of things, this is what I've been waiting for. I'm excited. I'm ordering new pens on Amazon because I ran out of pens. Guys, I'm already halfway through my second book. So I'm hoping that this lasts until graduation. I've got 5 more weeks. 5 more weeks. Do you remember when I was like, oh, here's the recap of week 5, 13 more to go? Look at me now on the other side of things. All right, the last thing I need to do is a workout of sorts for you. It's not going to be a full program. I normally do the push-ups, but I just had 3 arm days in a row, so I need to give them a rest. And yesterday was supposed to be kind of a rest day, but I ended up playing basketball for an hour. Oh, let's take a look at my muscles. Let's see how they're looking, right? They're wanting to come through. So close. Yep. You see that one? Guys, do you see that? Arm day. That's right. But because of that, I need to do something with my legs. So I figured instead of seeing how many push-ups I can do today, we'll see how many squats I can do. Yeah. When I first started, I recently watched my video from orientation day 1, where I was trying to do 1 push-up. I've come a long way since then. But I remember I did about 5 or 10 squats and I was out of breath and my legs were on fire. So I need to see how many I can do now until I feel the burn. So that's what we're going to do now. I had to move out of the woods. There were ants everywhere, and I don't want to get eaten up again like that. But now I'm in the direct sun. However, the sun feels so good on my shoulders. So with the squats, I think I got to at least 30, maybe. Let me know in the comments what you guys thought. I know that my knees tend to cave inward a little bit, and there are muscles that I need to... A dragonfly almost hit me in the head. It's dangerous out here in Florida. There are muscles that I need to foam roll, SMR. There are muscles that I need to work on a little more to get them stronger to prevent that. Part of me thinks it's because my knees are just lifting a lot of weight at the same time. I don't know. But thank you guys for watching my week 13 recap as a student at the National Personal Training Institute. Let me know in the comments what you thought about this week, what you thought about the watts, the force, the power it takes to work out. And I'm sorry if I made it more complicated than it really is. It is really simple. I'm hoping the math that I put on the screen kind of helped, solidify that it is simpler than I made it seem. But yeah, I love hearing from you guys. So thank you in advance for all the comments. And I will see you next week when we recap week 14. We are almost there. I'm so excited. All right, take care of yourselves, guys. Do something healthy. Do something for yourself. And I'll see you next time.